You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got awful news for anybody who ships Thomas and Hope together. They're going to split up early next week. Thomas is going to tell Hope to leave him, and she is going to go. Sounds crazy, right? Because Thomas is a smitten kitten. He loves Hope, and he wants to be with her. But at the same time, he also wants the best for her. And there are people pressuring him to let her go for the sake of her little family. So the stunning twist that's coming is that it's going to be Thomas who suggests that they may need to end things. Let's dig into this, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our bold and the beautiful spoilers and news. So in the end, he's going to tell her that if keeping her family together is what's best and what will make her happy, then that's what he wants her to have. He wants her happy above all else, even though it would crush him. And even though we just got a little reminder about Thomas lying about Beth, I still maintain that right now in the universe of Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas Forrester is the one person who actually is listening to Hope and cares about what she wants. Hope doesn't know about Liam going around telling everybody that Steffi's the love of his life. He should have never left Hope for her. He wants to be with her, yada, yada. Her own mother knows. Her stepdad knows. I think her brother knows. A lot of people know. No one is telling her the truth, and it's awful. Every time I see this one more day of them not telling her the truth, I'm sickened. So why would Thomas Forrester suggest that Hope should walk away from him? Well, for starters, Ridge Forrester has a talk with his son, and I think he's going to ask him what's going on with him and Hope and reveal that Brooke told him she walked in on him and Hope in bed together. And Ridge may say the same thing. Oh, you shouldn't get in the way of them keeping their family together. Even though Ridge is a supreme waffler, if Ridge was a waffle, it would be a waffle that is 500 feet wide. For the number of times he has rolled back and forth between Taylor and Brooke, despite having kids with both women. So that's just, I don't think he has the right to say anything, but he is. So Ridge seemed like he was very interested in Liam pursuing Steffi when he talked to Liam over at Spencer Publications, but then at the birthday party, he started this stuff about Liam staying with Hope for the sake of the family. He's actually encouraging the waffle boy to waffle some more. It is bizarre. It almost feels like a lack of coherent storylines with the replacement writers crafting all this. I don't know. It's very disjointed feeling to me. So RJ Forrester, of course, also has to chime in because, he is in every single episode these days. I'm so frustrated with this kid. Not the actor. Actor's fine. I'm talking about the character. Frustrated with the character. He talked to Finn at the Cliff House. Then he went to see Liam at his office. Then he was all over Hope at Beth's birthday party, and he's going to talk to Thomas again. Let's face it, RJ is a low-rent, inexperienced marriage counselor that has no life experience to justify his opinions and assertions and him pressuring the adults in his life about their marriage. It is exhausting to me to watch these scenes. Let me know in the comments if you think so too. No slam on the actor, but the character is in our faces daily in storylines where he should not be having one word to say, in my humble opinion. Watch for RJ to tell Thomas that he should back away from Hope and let Liam and Hope put their marriage back together. We also learned by the end of this week that Liam didn't file the divorce papers they signed. This is more sloppy writing because Hope had the documents drawn up. She is the petitioner, and her lawyer would be the one to file them. Legally, Liam couldn't even file them. You can't just go and file divorce papers for someone else. Either the petitioner or their attorney has to file them. So that's just, I don't even know that level of lack of continuity and bad writing. Liam tells Hope at the party that he thinks their divorce will go public, and then Beth Spencer will be upset because they just slapped a source on the kid's soap opera rapid aging syndrome, if you don't know the abbreviation. She went from 4 to 7, I think they said, on this birthday that is not her birthday. They didn't mention People were saying, oh, that they're celebrating the day that she came back to Beth and Hope, but I didn't remember them discussing that in the episode. They were just calling it her birthday, even though she was born on January 10th of 2019, and now they have aged her up. So I'm guessing in a few more weeks, she's going to be aged up enough to start interning at Forrester and start dating. I don't even know. So Liam has also made it clear to Ridge and Wyatt that he's totally smitten with Steffi. And then, Brooke knows that now too. So why are people who know this still nudging Hope to Liam? Ridge and RJ lean on Thomas to get out of the way. But initially he's like, I don't know, I'm not going to listen to you. And he decides to plan this romantic evening for them. She comes over after the birthday party. He gives her this big kiss. He's like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. And official spoilers say she is not acting very enthused. Not like she was when they spent, a week of episodes in bed together with her saying, don't stop, more. The thing is, Liam took the opportunity at Beth's party to remind Hope that Thomas lied to them about Beth being alive. Even though Liam wants Steffi and is lying right to Hope's face, lies of omission, but still huge lies, he's still pressuring her not to be with Thomas. It's like he doesn't want to be with her, but he doesn't want her to be with who she wants to be with. And that's not up to him. In the end, Thomas decides that the right thing to do is to let Hope go back to her marriage if that's what she really wants, despite how much he loves her and wants to be with her. What's hitting Thomas hard also is that, Hope initiated all of this. The kiss in Italy, taking off her ring, and then dragging him up to the bedroom. She undressed, she pounced on him. She was definitely the aggressor and the initiator, and then kept saying, oh, this is so great. I feel so loved. I love being with someone who only wants me. And then she went back for second, third, and fourth helpings of, getting with Thomas when they spent that week in bed together. And remember, before that, he was kind of over her. He had put a lid on that box. Everybody was like, you can't obsess about Hope, yada, yada. He pushed feelings for her aside, put the lid on the box, did some hard work in therapy with a real therapist, not his mom. And I know Taylor's a real therapist, but you can't give therapy to your family members. It doesn't work out. He was working with her. He was keeping things very professional. And horny Hope was the one who created this mess with him. And so despite all that, when he says, okay, if that's what you want to do, I'm going to let you go if you want to go. And she goes. She walks out on him. Frustrating for Thomas and Hope fans, right? It sure seems final, but there's a lot of information that Hope doesn't have. She is not making an informed decision when she walks away from him. For instance, she doesn't know Liam kissed Steffi twice and tried for a third while Steffi was in her nightie this week. She also doesn't know that Liam told Steffi and Wyatt and Ridge that leaving Steffi for Hope was the worst mistake of his life and that he still loves her. Liam's made it clear to all these people Steffi's the big love of his life. It seems inevitable that Hope's going to find all this out. And when she does, I feel like she's going to go back to Thomas and make a real start of things. But for now, they're breaking them up. In the meantime, Thomas is utterly crushed and heartbroken, but does the right thing and lets her go. And then he has to face her at work. After she basically kickstarted this high-intensity romance, she took it from neutral to fifth gear really fast and then abruptly ended it just as fast. I am interested to see how long this split lasts. My feeling, just my gut feeling, not a spoiler, is that we have not seen the end of Thomas Hope, not at all. But for now, Thomas is going to be sad and single after Hope started things up with him, then said, okay, you're going to let me go. I'm going to walk out the door. Steffi's about to leave town for her maternity leave, and she's likely going to leave Liam either rejected or hanging. Maybe he'll go back to Hope, try and work on their marriage while thinking of Steffi nonstop. If he does, it's going to be a lot like when Hope was constantly thinking of Thomas. It'll be even more interesting if Hope and Liam try to force their marriage back together because of all this pressure and because of Beth, and they're both sitting there thinking about the Forrester siblings while they're with each other. He's going to be doing the same thing that he raged at Hope about. What do you think? All right, that's all the spoilers we have. This is confirmed. Thomas is going to tell Hope to leave him. She is going to go. This is not conjecture. This is not a prediction. This is a fact. This is official from the network. So if you're a Thomas and Hope fan, buckle up. Hey, if you enjoyed this, and I know it was painful, but if you enjoyed it, please click a like. And if you haven't already, please click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Me personally, I like Thomas with Hope despite all the stuff that's happened because nobody Nobody on Bold and the Beautiful is without sin. Everybody's done bad things. Bill had Ridge shoved out of a helicopter. Brooke faked a pregnancy to stop Taylor marrying Ridge and then faked a miscarriage to cover up for that lie. Brooke kept the paternity secret about who Thomas's father really was. She slept with her daughter's husband. Taylor has done a whole bunch of sketchy stuff. She actually, I think, cheated on Ridge with somebody. Ridge has been just a waffle cheating boy. Eric's a cheater. Remember the whole pickleball thing? Ridge was also cheating on Brooke, having that flirtmance kissy thing with Quinn. I could go on and on. I don't think anybody on Bold has clean hands. They have all done terrible, terrible things. Brooke just slapped Thomas off the edge of a cliff a few years ago and didn't ever really apologize for it. I don't know what that sand is made of out in Malibu. It must be made out of cotton candy because he just walked out of that fine. But let's face it, everybody on that show has done bad and awful things, and a lot of them have involved kids. So let he who is without sin cast the first stone. But despite that, they are all casting stones. Let us know what you think about this breakup in the comments and how long you think it's going to last. And who do you think is going to be the person who actually tells Hope what she needs to know and what she deserves to know? I, for one, am not very happy about this split, but I think they're doing this because Jackie Wood is going out on maternity leave. She's going to leave town. I'm guessing she's going to leave town without Finn, without Liam, and then Liam's going to be like, oh, Steffi's gone. I guess I'll just waffle back over here. We'll see. Very frustrating. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for listening. I've been Belinda from Soap Dirt. We appreciate you.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.